The school system taught you how to follow protocols, how to trade your time for a grade, and how to operate as a specialized component in a larger corporate structure. But it never taught you the physics of money. It left you financially illiterate, which is the most dangerous state for any human node. To reach the 1%, you must unlearn the employee mindset and install the financial literacy protocol. You need to understand the rules of the game that you were never told existed. The first principle of financial literacy is the difference between an asset and a liability. The consumer mindset defines a house or a car as an asset because they have value. The architect uses a stricter mechanical definition. An asset is a node that puts money into your pocket. A liability is a node that takes money out of your pocket. Most people spend their lives collecting high-maintenance liabilities that they hope will appreciate. The 1% focus exclusively on collecting cash flow assets. If it doesn't pay you to own it, it's not an asset, it's an expense. Next, we address the velocity of money. The school system teaches you to save your money in a bank account. But in a high inflation environment, saving is actually slow motion liquidation. Your capital is losing purchasing power every second it sits idle. The 1% do not save, they circulate. They move capital from low growth nodes to high growth engines. They understand that money is like electricity. It only has power when it is moving through the circuit. You must learn to keep your capital in a state of constant deployment. The third principle is tax optimization. In the traditional education model, taxes are a fixed cost that you simply pay. In the 1% model, taxes are a variable expense that can be engineered. You must understand the difference between earned income, taxed the highest, and passive or investment income, taxed the lowest. The architect structures their life so that they are compensated through equity and assets rather than a high salary. You aren't avoiding your obligations. You are utilizing the incentive structures that the government has built into the tax code to encourage investment. Then there is the leverage protocol. School teaches you that debt is bad. The 1% understand that consumer debt, buying liabilities, is a trap, but strategic debt, buying assets, is a force multiplier. If you can borrow capital at 5% to acquire an asset that yields 10%, you have just engineered infinite return. You are using the bank's capital to build your empire. This requires high-resolution risk management, but it is the primary mechanism that allows the 1% to scale their wealth at a rate the saver can never match. The psychology of the 1% in this domain is economic sovereignty. They don't look to the government, their employer, or the school system for their security. They realize that they are the chief financial officer of their own life. They read the manuals that others ignore, the tax codes, the investment prospectuses, and the economic data. They understand that ignorance is the most expensive tax you will ever pay. To execute the financial literacy protocol, you must follow the architect's audit. First, rewrite your personal balance sheet using the strict cash flow definition of assets. Second, identify your tax leaks and consult with a specialist to plug them. Third, establish an education budget to learn the mechanics of high-leverage investing. You are moving from a passive consumer to an active engineer of your financial destiny. The system didn't forget to teach you this, it wasn't designed to. It's up to you to install the upgrade. Stop being a node in someone else's machine and start building your own. Audit the definitions, accelerate the velocity, master the code. Knowledge is the only asset that the world cannot tax or take. If you are ready to stop playing by the old rules and start engineering your own unbreakable wealth, subscribe. The Wealth Architecture series is officially complete. We will see you in the next series.